What up, though? In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the differences in behaviors of those who succeed at weight loss versus those who fail at weight loss. And I'm also going to give you guys 3 key pointers. And if you follow these 3 key points, I guarantee you're going to lose all the weight that you want and then some. Now, I'm not going to waste your guys' time, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. First key point that I want to go over is dieting strategy. Okay? Those who succeed at weight loss tend to stick to dieting strategies that fit their circumstances and their lifestyles, as opposed to those who usually fail at weight loss, who are just usually jumping from trend to trend. Okay, and research has already proven over and over and over again, regardless of the dieting strategy that you choose, whether it be low carb, low fat, calorie restriction, intermittent fasting, any other dieting strategy out there, as long as you're eating healthy majority of the time, it all works. You will lose the weight. And I'm going to give you an example. So like I have a client, Gina, right now, who's been working with me for over 2 months. Gina and her husband are both Italian. So she likes to eat pizza. They hang out with a lot of friends, and sometimes they're eating out 2 to 3 times a week. And yet she's still losing the weight. Okay, she's already lost about 4 inches off of her stomach, 2 inches off of her butt and hips, just within the first 2 months. And so this is what I mean with you guys. As long as you focus on a dieting strategy that you're going to enjoy, that you know you can stick to, go with it. Don't jump from trend to trend to trend. So now that we've covered the first point, let's go ahead into point number 2, which is goal setting. The ones who are successful at weight loss tend to focus on daily behaviors, as opposed to those who usually fail at weight loss, who are more focused on just the outcome. Okay, now, even though it's important to have an outcome because you got to know where you're going, but knowing how you're going to get there is also just as important. And I'm going to give you guys an example to illustrate what I'm trying to say. So let's just say the first person who comes says, I want to lose 10 pounds. And then the second person who comes in and says, I want to lose 10 pounds, so I'm going to do 25 minutes of strength training a day, 20 minutes of cardio, and I'm going to eat 3 healthy meals a day. Do you guys see the difference? One's focused on simply the outcome. The other one knows what the outcome is, but also has the daily behaviors that they're going to do. And the reason why this is important, because you need to be able to track what's happening. Now, the truth is, most people who join, most people who start to work out, you know, you may have to spend the first 2 or 3 weeks to try different training methods and stuff like that to find out what's going on. But if you're not tracking the stuff, how are you going to be able to observe and see what's working and what's not working? And if you can't observe to see what's working and what's not working, how are you going to know what to adjust? So the key point here is to focus on goals that have an outcome, but also daily behaviors that you can track, observe, and adjust as you need to. Now, the third and last key point is the motivation. Those who are successful at weight loss tend to be more internally motivated, as opposed to those who always or usually fail at weight loss, who are more externally motivated. And here's the difference. Those who are internally motivated tend to last longer, as opposed to those who are externally motivated. Like, let's just say, let's give you an example. So I've trained hundreds of clients over these past 8 years, but I'll give you an example. So I had a client who wanted to go to the Dominican Republic. Her reward was to get in shape and look as the best that she could in order to you know, feel good on her vacation. That was an external motivation, as opposed to someone who's internally motivated, who enjoys what they're doing, who just wants to get better and better at whatever it is that they're doing. Okay, that is the difference between someone who's internally motivated versus those who is externally motivated. So focus on trying to find things that you enjoy. So if you're competitive, you know, find things like, an example could be CrossFit. If you are a social butterfly, join an online weight loss community group where you can interact. If you're more in person, you could join a running group. The key is to just, you know, focus on trying to find what suits your personality in order to stay motivated long enough to not only get your goal, but to also sustain you throughout the journey, because this is a lifestyle. This is something that you just do. So now we've covered all these 3 key points, but I just want to talk about them just once more. First one, stick to a dieting strategy that is good for your lifestyle and your circumstances, and avoid jumping from trend to trend. 2, not only should you have an outcome, but you want to pick 2 to 3 daily behaviors that you're going to be able to track, observe, and adjust as need to. The third one is going to be focused on the internal motivation. So find things that suit your personality. Okay. Now, if you've liked this video, please make sure you like and comment so that YouTube knows to share this with others who may benefit from this video.